Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. I tell you, if you're supporting Donald Trump, the future's looking really huge, big league future, really looking just great, just wonderful, spectacular, because according to what we have here from the Daily Mail, the FBI has just found 650,000 emails on Anthony Weiner's sexting laptop. 650,000 emails. I mean, that's big. And guess what? It says that they are from Hillary's private server. 650,000 emails from Hillary's private server. Listen to this. FBI, according to the Daily Mail, the FBI has now obtained a warrant to read the thousands of emails from Huma Abedin, Hillary's most trusted aide, discovered on Anthony Weiner's laptop. Because what ended up happening was that Anthony Weiner had his computer seized by the FBI after he was caught sexting with a 15-year-old girl underage. And by the way, we'll have to get to that one thing, because he had contacted me on Twitter several months ago. Twitchy, matter of fact, have it up here. Yeah, I do a little flashback thing here, but Anthony Weiner, back in 2015, March of 2015, had tweeted me, and we still have it up on the website from when it happened, but March 4th, 2015, Jim J posted it on Twitchy.com. Said, "Sorry, Carlos, Weiner gets mocked by teen talk show host. GOP shutdown strategy, bless his heart. Carlos Danger is trying to push what's happening. Stupid ad, just read it. What in the world? Okay, I go into Twitchy.com and a stupid ad just completely took over and redirected the entire thing. So whatever happened, okay, I don't care. All right, so we're back. It says, "Sorry, Carlos, Weiner gets mocked by teen talk show host." I had seen something on Twitter that he was talking about, so I decided to respond to it. And he said, "GOP shutdown strategy, bless his heart. Carlos Danger is trying to push a narrative. Enter Caiden Cowger, 16-year-old conservative radio host." 16 at the time. I said, "They shut you down. GOP shut you down." Yeah, that was a good one. But anyway, Anthony Weiner then responded back, said, "Pipe down over there, Junior. We have a goalie crisis in Florida." I responded back, I said, "So this is what you're doing with your spare time now, with your life now. How depressing." And then Caiden Cowger, and then he said to Caiden Cowger, to me, "Sorry, Sparky, no time to help with your depression right now. Crunch time in Dallas." And I responded back, "Okay, sorry, Carlos, the name is Caiden, not Sparky." And that was fun. And then he said, then someone else responded back, "LOL, Caiden, please stop, you're embarrassing yourself." And I just responded back, "Embarrassment? LOL." Then included Anthony Weiner in there. That's so that was really funny. And Twitchy responded back and said, "Yeah, we're not sure that Caiden's the one that should be embarrassed." But that was just my little conversation with Anthony Weiner back in 2015, March 2015. That was before he got cut with this new sexting allegation thing. So never received any DMs from him, thank God for that. But that's Anthony Weiner for you. Now, this is the same guy. He ran for mayor of New York. Remember, he's this disgraced guy, has been caught in all of these sexting scandals and all. One of them was shot where he had a picture of his... I always hate talking about this stuff because I always want to keep it appropriate. I don't like, discussing this. So I have to come up with a way to get you guys to understand it with also going out and being, vulgar about it. Because, try to have a family show here, but you just have these tabloid type stories that are in the news, like I've been saying for the past several months. I hate talking about it, and that's one of the downfalls of being a current event guy, but you got to discuss it. But so I'm going to phrase it this way. He took a picture with his kid laying in the bed with him is a toddler, is what it looked like, or maybe he's older than that, but anyways, a young kid, his kid laying in the bed with him, he's babysitting him, sent a picture, or he wrote this message to this girl that he was sexting, and said that somebody was getting into the bed with him. Oh, really? Who was that? So he was trying to be vulgar about it. When then here it was his kid, and he took a picture of his kid laying beside of him in his undergarments, and I mean, it was, I'll put it this way, it was a picture of below the belt with his kid right beside of him, bringing his kid into this entire thing. It's so absolutely disgusting. The man's a pervert. Social services should come in and take that kid away if Huma's going to let him, take care of that kid, because they don't belong in that type of environment. But anyway, that's what he's done. And countless amounts of other times he's taken a picture of, Anthony Weiner's taken a picture of, his, last name. We'll put it that way. There you go. If you're, mature, you understand what I said. But anyway, getting back to the email thing. So that's what happened. That's how the FBI ended up confiscating Weiner's computer. But anyway, it says that early in October, agents told FBI heads that they had found emails from Abedin on the laptop that may have been deleted from Clinton's private server. But their warrant did not allow them to read emails that were not linked to the Weiner investigation. The newly reopened investigation will take time due to the sheer volume of emails to be read, according to the Wall Street Journal. It will likely take agents until past the election to discuss, or to assess how many, if any, contain classified information, leaving Clinton with the prospect of facing an ongoing investigation even if she is elected president. The Democratic candidate already shows signs of slipping in the polls after ABC News Washington Post tracker poll revealed Trump was just 1 point behind. That's an 11-point change since last week. So it's done 11 points damage to Hillary because of Huma's husband, Anthony Weiner. And since FBI Director James Comey's shock announcement on Friday that the Clinton private server probe was to be reopened, questions have continued to mount over right-hand woman Abedin's future on the Clinton campaign. So it's really just completely fascinating here. It does not look good for Hillary Clinton or for any of the Democrats. Because it's really done a lot of damage. I've been looking at different research pertaining to some of the states that have early voting, where they allow you to change those early votes. And the ones that allow you to change the early voting, a lot of Democrats have been making those changes. They have been changing their vote away from Hillary. And that's just some of the stuff that I've seen here online. It really just does not look good for Hillary. And, guys, I think that, before all this stuff took place, a lot of Trump supporters were thinking, well, is Donald Trump going to win? Is he going to lose? What does this mean for us? Well, it's turning out, maybe, there's a good chance that Trump is going to win now. And I think that there's a good chance. Now, if we go according to the various polls out there, I'll go ahead and tell you, according to the polls, it's going to be a tough race between Hillary and Trump. If there is this, secret silent majority that many of the Trump pollsters are saying, that there's this secret factor out there of people that are not touched by the polls, that are not interviewed, that aren't politically active. If that exists out there, which it may very well, if there's a secret factor in there, what is going to end up happening, I think personally, is that Trump could very well win by a landslide. That is potentially. Trump could win by a landslide. And we saw something similar with that when Ronald Reagan ran for president. So it is possible that it could happen again, because there for a while everyone was saying, it's a real tough race between Ronald Reagan and Jimmy Carter. Well, Reagan won. Whipped the snot out of Jimmy Carter. But if there is a secret vote factor, that is something that we could potentially see. Trump just win by an overwhelming majority. But if that doesn't happen, and we're relying on these various polls, what this election will rely on are Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Florida. Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Florida. Now, if he doesn't win Pennsylvania, that will put Hillary Clinton at 279 electoral votes, with Trump only at 259. So he'd have to carry over Colorado and Nevada to make up for Pennsylvania. So if he gets Colorado, Nevada, he wins. If he loses Nevada or Colorado, but gets Pennsylvania, he wins. But he also has to win Ohio, North Carolina, and South Carolina. If he loses North Carolina and South Carolina, he has to at least, if he loses North Carolina, because we know he's going to get South Carolina, but if he loses North Carolina, he has to at least pick up Colorado, or even Nevada would send him over the edge. So he either has to pick up Colorado or Nevada in order to get to 270, and Hillary will be at 268. That's if he loses North Carolina. And so that's really what it's coming down to. It's either Pennsylvania or Nevada and Colorado. So, I mean, it's really coming down to that, guys. I mean, there's so many different alternatives out there for Trump to win. But he has to at least get, he really needs to get North Carolina and Pennsylvania. That way Nevada and Colorado don't really matter. But if that would, because, see, the reason why I'm bringing Colorado and Nevada into that is because they are considered battleground states. And there's a good chance for Trump to win Nevada. There's a good chance for Trump to win Colorado. So really it's coming down to many of the electoral votes out there and how this is going to go. Because, Utah is going to go red. Arizona's going red. So it's really just fascinating to see. Because Pennsylvania, I know a lot of people up in Pennsylvania, a lot of people are saying that Trump has that state. They are really planning on Trump getting that. Now, if Trump would get Pennsylvania, Nevada, Colorado, and North Carolina, that would put him at 294. That'd put Hillary at 244. So it's not, it's not entirely over yet. If he could, pick up some New England states, that would help him even more. But, it's really just a tight election. It is coming up to being a tight election. Now, if he could win, New York, that would really be swell. But that's probably, I'd say that's definitely out of the question. I mean, unless there's this secret vote factor, guys, like the Trump campaign is saying. We're really all looking at Pennsylvania right now, and hopefully they go red, because then that'll save us the worry of picking up Colorado and Nevada, and hopefully North Carolina goes red. That way we don't have to worry about them either. So that's really where we're looking at right now, guys. But with this email investigation thing, I mean, it's really doing some damage. And Abedin has reportedly pleaded ignorance about how much the emails ended up on her husband Anthony Weiner's laptop, or about how the emails ended up on there. Even worse for her situation, she swore under oath while testifying in a lawsuit brought against the State Department by Judicial Watch that she had handed over all of her devices that could hold emails relevant to the investigation into Hillary's private email servers. So she hid that laptop, and she's saying she had no idea how those were on there. And here it's, 650,000 of those darn things. So you guys, it's really just opening up a huge can of worms for for Hillary Clinton and, her entire campaign. But it's really just great news for us. Because listen to this. If she's found to have lied, she could face up to 5 years in jail. Huma Abedin. So not only will her husband, potentially end up in jail for sexting a 15-year-old, but she could very well end up in jail for her behavior pertaining to this entire email situation. So it just does not look good. Donald Trump delivered a swift kick to the disgraced former Democratic Congressman Weiner on Sunday, thanking him for preserving the emails that could bring Hillary Clinton down. So that's Donald Trump there for you, making sure to give credit where credit is due, thanking Anthony Weiner for his little mishap with this entire thing. But yeah, thank you, Carlos.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China and Russia began to flex their military muscles and expand their dominance in the world. In these hazardous times, America was in need of a hero. Henry Stein, a new kind of leader, built a new political party that is neither Republican nor Democrat to lead the charge to bring the country back from the brink. Would President Stein be able to prevent a third world war? Read more about this book and get your copy today. Available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback. That's Prelude to World War III. Your copy's waiting for you.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls? Start saving thousands in interest and fees and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So first we have the Democrats saying that no. James Comey, great, fantastic guy, wonderful guy. He's really just doing his job. That's all he's trying to do. Really praising Comey because he didn't indict Hillary Clinton. There's nothing to see there. See, we told you Republicans we get away with it again. Well, now guess what? Now they're calling James Comey, this horrible guy, calling him a crook. We have an article here from Breitbart.com. FBI Director James Comey may be a crook, according to Harry Reid, the senatorial Democratic leader. FBI Director James Comey may be a criminal, says the top Democratic leader in the Senate. This is what Harry Reid said. Your actions in recent months have demonstrated a disturbing double standard for the treatment of sensitive information, with what appears to be a clear intent to aid one political party over another, Nevada Senator Harry Reid said in a public letter to the FBI director, released Sunday, October 30th. I am writing to inform you that my office has determined that these actions may violate the Hatch Act, which bars FBI officials from using their official authority to influence an election. Through your partisan actions, you may have broken the law, Reid claimed. So there you go. So Comey can't win. Comey is unfairly aiding the GOP candidate, Reid claimed, by hiding critical information about Russian support for Donald Trump, even as he also raises suspicions about Hillary Clinton. The double standards by your actions is clear. In my communications with you and other top officials in the national security community, it has become clear that you possess explosive information about close ties and coordination between Donald Trump and his top advisors and the Russian government, a foreign interest openly hostile to the United States, which Trump praises at every opportunity. So, blah, 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 Trump's connected to Russia, blah, 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 blah. Love Harry Reid. So, that's what's going on here. So, throughout his many years in politics, Reid has played tough. In 2012, Reid falsely claimed that GOP presidential candidate Governor Mitt Romney had not paid his federal taxes for a decade. That statement was untrue, but Reid remains apologetic for participating in the Democratic effort to smear Romney. So, there you go. And this is what he said. In 2016, September, Reid was asked about his statement by the Washington Post, and he replied, "People bring that up. It's one of the best things I've ever done. Why? Because I knew what he had done was not be transparent and forthright about his taxes, and to this day, he hasn't released his tax returns, blah, blah, blah. Did I want to do that? No. I had the information. I tried to get somebody else to do it. I tried to get somebody in the Obama reelect. I tried to get one of the senators. I tried to get one of the blah, 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 with the Mitt Romney stuff, and I didn't play around. Okay, so there you go. That's Harry Reid on Mitt Romney. So Mitt Romney's actively tries to libel and slander Republicans just to win elections. So now he's threatening James Comey, because he's conducting an investigation against the head of the Democratic Party as their nominee. So that's Hillary Clinton for you, with Harry Reid not too happy. But, guys, I have to say, seriously, is it being conducted properly, this investigation? Yeah. Does the FBI typically reveal what they have on the person that's being investigated? No. Why? Because it's a thorough investigation. And in order to keep that information from being compromised, they have to wait until the investigation is over, and then it can be released. So, sorry, Hillary doesn't get special privileges because she is a nominee. She's been involved in criminal acts, so therefore the FBI has to investigate, and they're going forward with it. So, I hate to burst your bubble there, Harry, but this is being conducted with professionalism and the way that it should have been conducted in the first place. But as more information about this entire incident increases and it becomes, discovered, of course, the FBI, if this information is big enough, will reopen the investigation and once again look into potentially indicting Hillary Clinton if she is worthy of an indictment. And from all the information that is being brought up, it really does look like she is worthy of being indicted. So that's just the way that it is. I mean, Democrats aren't going to like it, but hey, you shouldn't have nominated a corrupt, woman to that position. The Clintons are nothing but corrupt. So, we have another thing here. You have Godwin, Michael Godwin from the New York Post. Hillary has only herself to blame for the mess that she's in. That's absolutely right. I mean, guys, you can, really just, think whatever you will over this entire thing. But the fact of the matter is that she has done this to herself. She is responsible for this corruption. And now that this corruption is coming to light, it is obvious that she does not deserve to be in any leadership position whatsoever. A matter of fact, she doesn't, especially the presidency. She does not belong in the White House, period. I mean, she's dirtier than sin. I mean, it's you can't have anyone like that in any leadership role whatsoever. And, another thing that we have here is that this is a flashback from the Washington Examiner, but Bill Clinton cheered the 11th hour indictment that doomed the Bush reelection. And that's, a big thing that came up. We have the Washington Examiner that reported this. But whispers of payback are being directed at Hillary Clinton after she decried as unprecedented the surprise FBI revival of its probe of her email scandal. That's because 24 years ago, as former President George H.W. Bush was surging back against challenger Bill Clinton, a special prosecutor raised new charges against Bush in the Iran-Contra probe, prompting Clinton to claim that he was running against a culture of corruption. Well, guess what? Now that would mean that Donald Trump is running against a culture of corruption. He's running against Hillary Clinton, a woman that is nothing but corrupt. So yeah, it is sort of sweet payback, in that aspect of it. But I mean, guys, seriously, I don't understand how anyone could want her anywhere close to Washington, D.C. at this point, because it is so absolutely pathetic for what is taking place here. Now, I want you to listen to this. We also have an audio bit here for you. We have David Gregory from CNN really just taking an issue with this entire thing, saying that Comey's actions are completely unprecedented, according to David Gregory from CNN. Go ahead and listen to this. This is CNN.
I believe it is important to update your committees about our efforts in light of my previous testimony. That sort of sounds a bit ominous.
Well, we'll see what it is. I mean, what I think is striking is there's no question that there's political fallout from this because it's still a political football. What is also striking is the extent to which the FBI director of the United States is allowing himself to be interjected into this political campaign. Unprecedented.
Unprecedented. Wasn't it unprecedented for a presidential nominee to be involved in this much corruption? I mean, look at what happened to Richard Nixon. And it just took, 18 seconds of audio to be deleted. Here we have 30,000 emails. So, I mean, guys, seriously, I don't think that it is the FBI director that is overwhelmingly, just participating in this unprecedented behavior. He is, looking into indicting a case that is unprecedented against a major party nominee. So, sorry, this entire thing is just full of corruption. So everything's not going to be just, conducted to please the Democrats. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't matter if CNN wants it to work that way. Doesn't matter if Harry Reid wants it to work that way.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. 4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So, according to the Washington Post, FBI agents apparently waited weeks to tell Comey about emails potentially relevant to the Clinton probe. Listen to this. This is from, once again, Washington Post. FBI agents investigating Hillary Clinton's use of private emails or a private email server, while Secretary of State knew early this month that messages recovered in a separate probe might be, potentially related to their case. But they waited weeks before briefing the FBI director, according to people familiar with the case. Director James Comey has written that he was informed of the development on Thursday, and he sent a letter to legislators the next day letting them know that he thought the team should take appropriate investigative steps designed to allow investigators to review these emails. That missive ignited, this entire case ignited a political firestorm less than 2 weeks before the election, almost instantly. Comey came under fire, under intense criticism for his timing and for bucking the Justice Department's guidance not to tell Congress about the development. But why would the Justice Department say don't tell Congress about any of this? Well, the reason why is because the Justice Department is led by, that's right, the Democrats. So, of course, the Democrats don't want the Justice Department, aka the Democratic Party, does not want Congress to be informed of that. So what does Comey do? He sends it anyway, because the Justice Department was basically wanting him to cover it all up. Now, here's the next thing. It created a firestorm, and his announcement means that Clinton could have to contend with the news that the FBI has resumed its investigation of her use of a private email server without any clarity on whether its investigators will find anything significant up to and beyond Election Day. The FBI has obtained a warrant to search the emails on a computer used by former Congressman Anthony Weiner that may contain evidence relevant to the investigation into Clinton's private email server, according to law enforcement officials. The warrant was obtained in New York as FBI agents there have possession of the laptop. One official said that the total number of emails recovered in the Anthony Weiner investigation is close to 650,000. 650,000 emails, though that reflects many emails that are not relevant to the Clinton investigation. However, officials familiar with the case said that the messages include a significant amount of correspondence associated with Clinton and her top aide, Huma Abedin, Weiner's estranged wife. So there you go. I mean, guys, it's still, out of 650, that's over 500,000, 650,000. You know that they're probably more than likely going to find something. So, it really just does not look good for Hillary. Hillary might be impeached upon the inauguration. She might have to resign right when she becomes president. Or she might, have to, resign from the position of president-elect. Although I highly doubt that that'll happen. There are a lot of people saying that, but, you can expect Hillary to just weigh things out because she craves power. And she's going to do everything that she possibly can to maintain that position. It doesn't matter. She's going to do everything she can to stay in that position. But with these, with these news stories coming out, this new information about Hillary, it just does not look good for her. And, these polls that are to be conducted very soon after this entire release of information, this, breaking story that's, really just shaking up the political world right before Election Day. It'll be interesting to see how most Americans feel. But I have a friend, his name is Jimmy Z. I've talked about him a lot on this show. He's the guy that does the voiceovers for us. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it. That's Jimmy Z. Anyway, he was making some comments, and one of the things that he said, it really shows why early voting is overrated, because you have a lot of people that were voting for Hillary, and it turns out, wasn't a good idea. Wasn't a good idea at all. And, he's absolutely right, because, now that we have this new information coming out, they may have very well just, elected somebody that is going to be indicted, somebody that is going to be potentially having to resign upon entering the White House. So really doesn't look too good for them, and it doesn't say much for America if they would elect that type of person to such a position. So, I mean, guys, it's really just a completely outrageous situation, absolutely pathetic, doesn't look good for Hillary, but hopefully I think Trump is going to be able to pull through and beat her. So we'll have to see, but it really does look a lot better now. And, you know, going on here, you have Paul Ryan that is also under pressure. This is coming out of Washington, D.C., Washington AP. House Speaker Paul Ryan pressured by conservative and Trump backers. House Speaker Paul Ryan is under fire from his fellow Republicans upset with his messy political divorce from Donald Trump, with some threatening an effort to oust him. So far, the rumblings are limited, and no one has advanced a potential replacement nearly as respected among Republican colleagues as the Wisconsin Republican. That suggests an uphill path to disposing of Ryan, who was his party's 2012 vice presidential nominee. So, I mean, guys, it really just completely destroys his White House ambitions. It completely, really makes a mess of his political career, especially if, Donald Trump becomes the next president of the United States. It really just is not going to look good for him. Because, quite frankly, when you have the president who is, potentially going to be Donald Trump, and you have, Paul Ryan serving as Speaker of the House, what does that mean for him? It means that he is unable to, successfully work with the president, because that Paul Ryan is going to make a mess of things, and if he's always challenging Trump at every single decision that he makes, which we know that Paul Ryan is a big pro-amnesty guy, he's not a conservative, so it's really just going to create a problem, and he needs to be ousted. He needs to be taken out of that position, whether Trump wins or not, because he's been doing a horrible job as Speaker. The most notable thing that he's done has really been this entire thing pertaining to Donald Trump. That's what everyone remembers. I really wish, and this is the truth, guys, to be completely honest with you, I really wish that Paul Ryan would fight President Obama as much as he's been fighting Donald Trump. We have more opposition against members of our own party than we have against the opposition party, than we have against the Democratic Party. They're more concerned at attacking each other, and that's the reason why we never win anything. That's the reason why we always lose. They always target each other rather than taking a stand against the Democratic Party. And whether Paul Ryan realizes it or not, that's the entire reason why Donald Trump has done so well. It's been because the Republicans have done absolutely nothing but attacked conservatives, attacked conservatism, and Americans are fed up with it. They're tired of dealing with the Republican Party. They want somebody in there that is going to challenge the Democrats, that is going to fight liberalism, and that's how Donald Trump got to the top. He's a fighter. He's a street fighter, and at this point, the Republican electorate do not care who it is. They just want somebody to go in there and destroy the establishment. Because let's face it, it doesn't matter if it's a Republican establishment, it doesn't matter if it's a Democratic establishment. The establishment in this country only cares about one thing, and that is obtaining power for themselves. They don't care about the American people. They only care about themselves. They want to remain in power. It's not about what's doing best for you, not about what's doing best for their constituents. It's about what is doing best for themselves and ensuring that they keep the funds going in, they keep the wealth coming in. Meanwhile, they're destroying the country. And it's really unfortunate. It's really sad, but that's where we're at. And if Hillary Clinton gets elected to the position of President of the United States, it will reveal that America has elected the most corrupt woman in America to the White House. That's just the way that it is. Now, America, you have a decision to make. You have a guy that genuinely wants to help the country. Maybe he's not perfect in every area, but I know he doesn't want to hurt it. He wants to help the country, and you have a woman that craves power for herself. Who are you going to trust? Who are you going to vote for? I would vote for the one that actually wants to make America great again.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Well, this is just great. Take a listen to this from the Daily Caller. Leaked email, according to WikiLeaks, reveals that Google chairman wanted to be Clinton's campaign head outside advisor. Listen to this. Eric Schmidt, executive chairman of Google's parent company, Alphabet, wanted to be head outside advisor to the Clinton campaign, according to Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta in an email released by WikiLeaks. Really does explain why you can't find anything on Google right under the suggested searches pertaining to Hillary Clinton negatively. WikiLeaks has continued to reveal Schmidt's cozy relationship with the Clinton campaign in a previously leaked email. A memo showed that Schmidt was working directly with the Clinton campaign on setting up various back-end features on their website. How about that? In an April 2014 email from Podesta to Clinton campaign manager Robbie Mook discussing the launch of Hillary's campaign website and Hillary's campaign, Podesta described how much Schmidt wanted to work with the campaign. I met with Eric Schmidt tonight. As David reported, he's ready to fund, he's ready to recruit talent, etc. He was more differential on structure than I expected. Wasn't pushing to run through one of, his existing firms. Clearly wants to be the head outside advisor, but didn't seem like he wanted to push others out, Podesta wrote. He added that he clearly wants to get going. He's still in D.C. tomorrow and would like to meet with you if you are in D.C. in the afternoon. I think it's worth doing. You around? If you are and want to meet with him, maybe the four of us can get on the phone in the AM. So Sherry Mills was copied on the email and let Podesta know that Mook wouldn't be able to make the call that day because he was in Australia. Mook said that she was correct, but would love to talk to Schmidt eventually. So there we have Google chairman wanting to be Clinton's campaign head outside advisor. And then we wonder what is going on with Google, why you can't search, a lot of stuff pertaining negatively to Hillary. Well, it's because Google is on board with electing Hillary Clinton. So they're going to basically just completely smush this information down. They're going to do everything that they possibly can to destroy this information and prevent it from going to the public. It's corrupt. It is clearly partisan, and it is manipulative and decepting, especially when Google is claiming to be more of an information outlet rather than, political website being used for the Democratic Party. But that's clearly what's going on now. Google is just another arm of the Democratic Party. I mean, you look at a lot of the conservative videos that have been removed from YouTube. They tried to get me kicked off there for a while. Remember that, guys? Lost my YouTube account and everything. Why? Because I was allegedly promoting hate speech, and then I ended up having to contact some people that I knew that basically had to light the fire under their noses. So it was just a big mess, but we got it worked out. And they found, he was just expressing political opinions. There was no hate speech about it. But yeah, they're clearly partisan. They're clearly, on board with the Democrats. They're clearly, trying to get Hillary elected. And it's really just absolutely pathetic. But now we have documentation that proves that, what we've known all along has been verified. Now we have substantial information to back up our claims that Google is partisan, along with the mainstream media, because you have several reporters that have clearly showed favoritism to Hillary Clinton and her campaign this entire road to Washington. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.